Hey everyone, welcome back. Let's be honest, public HTTPS is easy because Let's Encrypt exists. But internal HTTPS in the Homelab usually turns into pain. Self-signed certificates everywhere, browser warnings, manual renewals, and that classic "it works on my machine" trust mess. So today we're building our own internal Let's Encrypt. We'll run Step CA as our Homelab certificate authority. We'll expose it via ACME, and then tools like Traefik or Caddy can automatically request and renew certificates. Goal for this video: green log in the Homelab with copy-paste steps. Let's go. Before we start, here's what you need: Docker and Docker Compose, a stable internal DNS name for your CA, a stable internal DNS pattern for your services, and at least one ACME client or reverse proxy like Traefik, Caddy, Certbot, or whatever you use. Important: this CA should stay internal. Do not publish it to the internet, only LAN or VPN. So here's what we are building. The root CA is your trust anchor. You install the root certificate on your devices. The root private key stays on the CA system, and in real setup you would keep it offline. The intermediate CA is the online signer. This is what issues your service certificates. Then we enable ACME. ACME is what gives us automation. Issue and renew automatically, like Let's Encrypt. Like always, the guide is linked in the description. Alright, step 1. We run Step CA with persistent storage using Docker Compose. First, let's create a folder. Create the Docker Compose file. What matters here? We expose port 9000. We set Docker Step CA init name, and we set the Docker Step CA init DNS name. And that must include your internal CA host name. Then start it. Now Step CA generates initial PKI material and a password. Grab the generated password and save it. Treat this like a secret. Now export the root CA certificate from Step CA. Then install it into the trust store of your devices. Important reminder: we are not copying any private keys, only the public root certificate. Verify it looks like a real certificate. Here's an example how to install the certificate on Debian. Now test from the client that you can reach the CA without a trust error. We get status OK without a trust error. If you still get a trust error, it means the root certificate is not installed correctly, or you installed the wrong file. If you try it in a browser, it also can be that the browser has its own trust store, and you have to install it there separately. Next, we enable ACME by creating an ACME provisioner. Now restart the container. Now you can list the running provisioners and see what's on. List provisioners and confirm the ACME provisioner exists. Okay, let's talk about the ACME Directory URL. This part matters a lot, because clients need the exact directory URL format. The pattern is https your CA host /acme /provisioner name /directory. So in my case, the host name is ca.ase.local, my port is 9000, and the provisioner is also called ACME. So this would be the URL. Remember this, you will need it for Traefik or Caddy later. Now the fun part: we request and renew certificates automatically. I'll show you a Traefik example. Traefik supports a custom ACME CA using CA server. And because this is your own internal CA, Traefik also needs to trust your root certificate. Adjust the config like shown on screen. Then restart your Traefik container. Now once your reverse proxies request the certificates, your services will get valid internal certificates automatically. And renewals will happen without you touching anything. When we do a curl for my app 1, we will see no certificate warnings. And it's issued by my local Homelab CA. Quick reminder, if you want no browser warnings everywhere, you must distribute the root certificate. That means laptops, desktops, phones, tablets, and in some cases browsers separately. Installing a root CA is a global trust action. Be intentional. Quick wins before you deploy this everywhere. Keep the CA off the public internet. Firewall it, expose it only internally. Back up the step CA volume. That volume contains critical state. Back it up like you would a password manager. Use short lifetimes with automatic renewals. Short-lived certificates reduce blast radius, but only if renewals actually work. And that's it. You now have a working Homelab PKI with step CA exposed via ACME. So your services can get automatic renewable certificates like Let's Encrypt. If this helped, hit like, subscribe and check the guide linked in the description. See you in the next one.